I'm Mackenzie, and I just want to talk about a thing tonight because I already posted a video like a few minutes ago. I mentioned something about hospitals, mental hospitals. I'm pretty sure I mentioned it. If I did not, so what? I'm talking about it anyway. So I want to talk about mental hospitals and what they're like and why people go there sometimes. I mean, I don't know all the reasons why people go there. Why not to be why to be friends with people who have gone to the hospital, and why you shouldn't bully them, and why you shouldn't be mean to them and stuff. So, well, let's start off with this. I've been to a mental hospital, Generose it's called, 3 times in my life, and fun. No, it's not. Every time I was sent to the ER first for suicidal thinking or suicidal identification or something, or whatever it's called, but yeah, or trying to take my own life and getting caught. So, but that all is too personal to really talk about on here. But first time I went, I was in 7th grade, and I went for like a week and a half. I was really scared. We got to the ER and they made me change because they search your clothes and stuff, and then I stayed there for a few hours, and then finally they sorry if you can hear that, that's my fish tank, and then I have my dad out there talking all this weird stuff to his husband. Yeah, when I went the first time, you get checked at the ER for things, and they make you wear these paper clothes, which really suck. Sorry, I just moved my laptop. And then when you get to the hospital, which usually takes a few hours, sometimes a few days, and you can get sit there immediately. You don't have to go to the ER, but some people go to the ER. I went to the ER every single time, but so sorry. They take you there, and then finally you get into the mental hospital, and you're locked behind doors. There's no escaping. Like, it's window. There's like the shades, and then there's another window, because you could break the shades and cut yourself with them, so you can't like physically touch the shades. You have a little knob you turn. It's really cool though. So the first time I ever got there, I had this nurse. I don't remember her name, but she looked a lot like one of my teachers, so I thought that was really cool. I had to like change and then put this robe on and then sit there and they examine your arms and your legs. That's it. Make sure you don't have any cuts or wounds or like anything they need to deal with, because they need to prescribe medicine for that. And then they check your clothing for weapons and stuff, and then you put your clothes back on, and then they show you your room. They show you around the place. Usually it's just like in general, there's hallways going like this, and then hallways going like this, and then there's like this little round spot here. That's like where the lunchroom is, and then right here's a desk. And down this hallway, there's just like offices, and then the door to get out of the building, and the other 3 are for the patients, and they suck. So all 3 times I had a window in my room that pointed outside, so that was cool. The first time I went was in February. I don't know what year. It was in 7th grade though, and I got sent by my counselor at school. My dad took me, obviously, and it was okay. It was very nerve-wracking. Like it's really, really nerve-wracking at first, because you're like all these people and they're going through like different issues as me at the same kind of things, and they're all in the same place as me, and they're all the same age as me, and then all these nurses and doctors checking on you all the time, and like it's overwhelming, because like once every day you had to have a group of like 5 doctors come in and just like bombard you with questions like, how's your day, why you're in here, how to get out of here, and like what you need to do, and your homework for that night, and then yeah. And my most overwhelming part was like trying to sleep at night with every 15 minutes a nurse had to check on you. Yeah. constantly opening the door in the middle of the night, closing it, opening it, closing it. And some nurses get really up close to your face, and they're like, you wake up and they're staring at you, and they're like, what are you doing? And they're like making sure you're asleep. They see if your eyes are moving. It's really weird. I woke up and the nurse was like doing that twice, and I was like, oh my god, you need to back away. Seriously. But no. Or if you're in the shower and they come in, because then you have to like put your head over the door, and you're like, yeah, I'm fine. Can I get back to my shower now? Yeah. No, like you all have your personal bathrooms and personal rooms. You're not allowed to have other people in your rooms or in your bathrooms or anything. You get a closet, but it's locked. All your stuff goes in it. I mean, like, everything you brought, besides your clothes. Your clothes gets, like, everything you bring gets checked. Like, thoroughly. Like, they check everything. Like, if you're a woman and you bring pads, they will check it. I know this from personal experience. Like, they will go through every single pad. And, it's embarrassing. It's like, yep, that's a pad. Okay, can we move on now? You get to bring anything you want. I mean, besides, you don't get to have your cell phones in there or anything. You don't, like, get to have electronics. Some, like, little kids bring toys, because, I mean, when I was in the hospital, I seen, like, babies in there, like 5-year-olds. A legit baby was in there one time. And, like, yeah. And then they go all, like, in the area I was, which is the first floor, it's right next to Mayo Clinic, but, first floor I was in for kids from 0 till 18, and sometimes there was 18-year-olds, like this one girl was 18, and she turned 19 in there, and then they had to move her up a floor right away, because she wasn't allowed to be down there, and, there's no cameras in your rooms or bathrooms. I mean, like, some of the rooms had cameras in them, but they're not on, and if you felt uncomfortable, they let you put a blanket or a piece of paper over it. And during the day, you have to, like, have these little meetings, like, you go and you meet with all the other kids, and, like, there's usually, like, 10, or not even 10, like, because there's not a lot of rooms, but, like, 10 of, like, the older kids, because they split them into 2 groups. Like, they split them from the age of 11, and then 11 down goes in this really tiny room with all these toys, and they just play with toys all day. And then this other room is, like, serious stuff, where, like, you watch videos about self-harm, and suicide, and depression, and anxiety, and PTSD, and all these crazy things, and, like, you have movie nights. You get snacks, you eat lunch and dinner and breakfast with all the people, all the other kids. And, the kids are usually really nice there. I mean, I only had one bad experience where when a kid came into the hospital, it was the most recent time I was in the hospital, he came in and we all had to go in lockdown, so we had to go in our rooms, and, like, they locked all our doors, and before the kid came, and then when the kid came, we, like, literally everyone, like, when we were at lunch, we were talking about it when he first came, we were listening through our doors, like, what's he gonna say? And he's screaming and throwing chairs, like, things are being thrown, like, we can hear it. And, like, he ran down my hallway, and I have the last door, so I was like, oh my god, I really hope my door stays locked. And he's, like, pounding on the exit door, like, pounding, because there's an exit door at everything, just in case there was a fire or something. But, and then he ran back, and he was throwing more chairs, and they actually had to give him, a stabilizer, or, like, one of those things where they shoot a needle into you. But they do that if you go out of hand, like, if you actually threatened, and you're you could hurt somebody physically, then they will, and, that never happened to me. No, but, the next day he was perfectly fine. He just wasn't ready to be there. I mean, who wants to go to a hospital and stay there for, like, a week or longer? I mean, this one girl was in there for 6 months, and I was like, oh my god, how can you do this? I can't even be in here for 2 weeks. No. It's rough, but you get through it. I mean, all the nurses are really supportive. Some of them are real. You want to punch them in the face sometimes. I have some really funny stories, but yeah, like, I get so angry, like, some of my nurses. I tell you. But my main problem was I always forgot to bring the stuff I needed when I came there, because usually my dad would bring me home and he'd be like, okay, pack your bag, you're going to the hospital. I was like, okay, great, no. So, that all happened. The first time was okay. I was very nervous. I didn't really have any friends in there. I mean, like, this one girl talked to me, like, once, and that was it. Like, I didn't talk to any of the other kids. I was pretty much a loner. Like, they organize your seating arrangement. Like, you have to sit where they tell you to sit, and it's weird. And then, the second time I went in, I made a lot of friends. I had a lot of friends, and we're exchanging notes, which you're not supposed to do, but you did it anyway. Hugging when you're not supposed to do that either, but you do it anyway. Yeah, I had a lot of fun the second time, and I went in there willingly the first and second time to the hospital, because I knew I needed it, and I did, so, you know, and it was fine, and the second time, it helped a lot. Like, I feel like it really helped. Like, all of the kids were really supportive, and, like, cause you couldn't tell any of the kids why you were there, but we did it anyway, of course. But, all the kids were really nice, and, I was a lot more talkative. I think that's why I ended up getting more friends, because I talked a lot when I first got there. I was like, hi, I'm Mackenzie, hi, I like this, I like that. I think I was more, like, older, because when I went in the first time, I was probably, like, 11. And the second time, it was actually last year, in 9th grade. It was in the beginning of 9th grade. I had a freak out, and I had to go in. And, yeah, so that happened, and that time went okay. I mean, I didn't have any bad experiences. I mean, like, the bad experience I talked about happened the last time I went there, the third time. And, yeah. So, sorry, I get kind of confused, but, no, we watched some interesting videos. I like to collect all the booklets they give me, because I like to know about this stuff, like depression and stuff, because I have depression, and I have PTSD, so, like, if I can learn more about it, it's better, because then I can, like, do more about it, and, like, I don't know, it's easier to understand myself. So, yeah, and the third time, I didn't go so willingly. Me and a friend had been talking about suicide in class, which, I don't know, confusing. Some kid probably overheard us or something, and, told the counselor, and we were both supposed to get sent to Generos, but only I did, because her dad doesn't believe in that kind of stuff. I cried the whole way there, I kind of yelled, and then I got really mad. Really mad. Yeah. Then, when I got there, I got to the ER, and I bawled, and I was like, I don't need to be here, I want to leave, can I just go home, I don't need to be here, I've already done this, I've done this, like, a month ago, I don't need to be back here, obviously, in 9th grade, again. I don't need to be here again, like, seriously. Like, literally, it was like a month after I just gotten out, I had another freak out, which, oh my god, it was one freak out, and they, you know, sent me there, so, crazy. So, yeah, I went there, and I was pissed off at my school, and I was pissed off at my dad. I didn't talk to him for a few days. Like, when I got to the ER, I told them if he came in the room, I might hurt him, so he was not allowed to come back in the room, and I was really mad. So, I got into Generos, and they did the body search like they always do, and she gave me dinner, and I didn't talk. She asked me questions, and I didn't answer them, because I was mad. And then she was, like, when they did the body search, they found a lot of self-harm, because I had been, the night before I went to Generos, I self-harmed on my legs really bad, and, like, right on my shins? Yeah. And, so you got me medicine for that to put on it, and I was like, great. Just another thing to make me take, you know? They put me on so much medicine, it was crazy. So yeah, that was that. Yeah, like, it was cool, but it wasn't cool. I mean, I I was, like, still really angry. Like, I was, like, all 3 times I was really happy that my grandma had came and really been supportive and stuff. Like, my dad came too, but I felt really awkward. Like, I've never really trusted him, but I mean, like, I want to. But, like, my grandma, I really felt really appreciative that she came. She, like, took time out of her work and stuff for me. And then the last 2 times my therapist came, which really made me happy, because, I mean, like, my therapist is a really big part of my life, and, like, I love her a lot. So that made me really happy, and, yeah, and I made a lot of friends the last time, too. But I hope not to go back. I don't want to. Like, next time I will not go willingly. There's no way I'm going again. So I've been working my best to not end up there again. Like, really hard. Yeah. But there was, the last time, it was just so difficult. Like, there was this one girl there that I hated so much. Like, oh, I can't even tell you about it. She acted like she was, like, the best thing on earth. It's like, dude, you're in a mental hospital. No one's better than anyone here. You're not better than anyone, trust me. I mean, like, we're like the lowest of the lowest. That's why we're here. No, yeah. But, people get sent there because, like, suicide, their parents were abusive, panic attacks, physical skills. Like, some people get sent there because it's like a rehab. It's like this one girl was there, and I'm not gonna say names, but she had this thing with her legs where anytime it touched it, anything touched her legs, it would hurt so bad. Like, it was like a disease or something. It wasn't a disease, it was a disorder. She couldn't move her legs, so she was in a wheelchair. She was the girl that I said was in there for 6 months. Yeah. But they had to have her there for treatment, like, fixing her legs and, like, getting her help, because, I mean, she couldn't shave her legs. She couldn't wear pants. She had to wear shorts, and she could barely wear shoes. And I felt so bad for her. Like, I had so much sympathy for this girl. I mean, like, I talked to her, like, every day. I felt so bad. Because it's not just the fact that you have to wear shorts, it's the fact that you can't, like, shave your legs before it, and then people are gonna make fun of you and, like, judge you. When I first saw her, I was like, why isn't she shaving her legs? And then when I asked her about, like, why she was there and stuff, they said that, and then, like, I think she was anorexic or something, because she had to eat so much to get certain points so she could call and stuff, and that's what they did with anorexic people or people with eating disorders. Like, if you don't eat this, then you can't make this phone call today, or you can't have your dad come visit you, or you can't have your mom come visit you. And yeah, so that's like one of the worst things to hear when you're really depressed and you're in a mental hospital, is you can't make a phone call. And it's not like jail or anything. I mean, you can't leave until the doctors say you can. Like, even your parents, like my dad could have walked in there and been like, I want my daughter home right now, and they would have been like, no, you signed her over to us. They basically are your parents for, like, as long as you're there. Sorry, somebody really weird texted me. So yeah, that was weird. That last time, they actually ended up taking my phone calls away because I didn't have a good enough relationship with my dad. Apparently, I was like, okay. So yeah, that all happened. But I've been probably talking too much. Okay. Well, thank you for watching. I know this video is very personal, but I was comfortable saying everything that I did, and I'm proud of myself for that. I've been more of an open person lately. But, yeah, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, if you like it, of course. Leave a comment, or if you ever need to talk, like you need some support, or need to know what coping skills to use, or where to go if you need to go to a hospital. You can private message me. I mean, like, I'm on here a lot, like, every day, because I watch My Good Mythical Morning, which happens every day. Okay, well, thank you for watching. Bye.